We'll sing a song. This is Ekadasi Suddha Bhakata. Suddha Bhakata Charanarenu Bhajana Nukula Suddha Bhakata Charanarenu Bhajana Nukula Bhakata Seva Paramasiddhi Bhakata Seva Paramasiddhi Premalati Karamula Premalati Karamula Madhavatiti Bhakati Janani Madhavatiti Bhakati Janani Jatana Palana Kori Krishna Basati Basati Boli Paramadara Bori Gaura Amara Je Sabastane Korolo Brahmana Range Se Sabastana Eribo Ami Pranaya Bhakata Sange Mridanga Badya Sunite Mana Mridanga Badya Sunite Mana Avasara Sadha Jache Gauravita Kirtana Suni Ananda Hrudaye Nache Jugala Murti Dekhiya Mora Paramananda Voya Prasada Seva Korite Voya Sakala Prapancha Jaya जे दिन ग्रोये भजन देखी ग्रोएते गोलोक बाया चरण सिद्धू देखिय गंगा सुख ससीम पाया तुलसी देखी जुराय प्राण माधव तो सनि जानी गौर प्रिया सक सेवाने जीवन सार्थक मानी भक्ति विनोदा कृष्ण भजने अनुकूल पाय जा प्रतिदिवासे परम सुखे स्वीकार कोरुयता हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Madhava, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yasodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yasodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna tira vanachari. Yamuna tira vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Haribol. Shri Shri Gaunitai ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमं सपरिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमती श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमं सपरिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नाम चाल श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद लीलामृतम की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We will read this meaning of this song, then after that we will start Lilamrita. Dust from the lotus feet of a pure devotee is conducive to devotion service, while service to the Vaishnava is itself to the supreme perfection and the root of the tender creeper of divine love. I observe with great care the holy day like Ekadasi and Janmashtami, for they are the mother of devotion. As my dwelling place, I choose with the greatest of reverences and love the transcendental abode of Sri Krishna. All those places where my Lord Gaurasundara travelled for pastimes, I will visit in the company of loving devotees. My mind always begs for the opportunity to hear the music of the mridanga. Upon hearing the kind of kirtana ordained by Lord Gaurachandra, my heart dances in ecstasy. By beholding the deity form of the divine couple Sri Sri Radha Krishna, I feel the greatest joy. By honoring the Lord's Prasada, I conquered over all worldly illusions. Goloka Vrindavanam appears in my home whenever I see the worship and service of the Lord Hari going on there. Upon seeing the Ganges, which is a river of a nectar emanating from the lotus feet of the Lord, my happiness knows no bounds. The sight of the holy Tulsi tree soothes my soul, for I know she gives pleasure to Lord Krishna. By honoring Sak, a green leafy vegetarian preparation, a dear favorite of Lord Chaitanya, I consider life worthwhile. Whatever Bhaktivinoda obtains that is conducive for the service to Sri Krishna, he accepts every day with the greatest joy. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtapraye Sabhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavate Naishtuki. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmaya Sri Guruvem Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamhyam Dadati Swapadandikam. Vandeyam Sri Gurum Sri Yuta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurur Vaishnavamscha. Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Savagana Raghunatha Nityam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Saugana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Rishabhanushute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasandhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasati Gaura Bhakta Brindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Welcoming all the devotees to today reading Srila Prabhupada Lilamritam. So this is chapter in every town and village, volume 4. So a little previous, what is that actually? That in London in 1971, Prabhupada from Florida he went to London and there he become sick actually. Then from Prabhupada, he wrote letter to Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He wrote letter that I want to retire from this traveling and management because this body is old. It is giving alarming to me. But I don't know this. The leading managers, they can push forward this movement actually. So a little bit doubt. Then Prabhupada actually to spoke to secretary the Shyam Sundar Prabhu. So Prabhupada is he heard that books are not there in the Godan to distribute books. So Prabhupada little bit angry with Shyam Sundar Prabhu and he chastised like anything actually. Why don't you print the books? What happened? What is happening actually? There are no literature in foreign languages for every promises and poems. Why he has not unbridged Bhagavad Gita. It is very important. Then Prabhupada and Shyam Sundar Prabhu told actually, because it is telling because, and he stopped. Prabhupada immediately, no, it is your responsibility. Prabhupada held. Why have you done it? Prabhupada just said in GBC secretaries and around all the leaders actually. He is telling actually our business is to how to expand this movement. So for that we need books. Preaching, there is two ways. One is spreading, chanting the holy name, and another one is spreading the books. Because to chanting the holy name, if we not give tattva, it a philosophy, then it will become sentimental. People will not take seriously about chanting holy name. Even though chanting holy name is the essence of all the Vedas, it is a powerful, but still it is to understand one should read Shastras. That is important to become strong foundation about the chanting of the holy name. So Prabhupada, that's why they emphasizing actually. The books is very important. Prabhupada told books are the basis to spread the Krishna conscious movements. So that's why Prabhupada will be very angry that our movement actually is to give literatures to education circles and philosophers, scientists, and many people. By this, for mass people, they will take this chanting Hare Krishna mantra because they don't know. But to give intelligent people, they need little philosophy, because they will ask, what is the chanting Hare Krishna mantra? Why you are emphasizing? Who is the God? And why this mantra is only important? There are so many mantras. All these questions they will ask. So for the intelligent people, actually it is required for philosophy. That's why books is important actually. Mass people, those who are uneducated, they cannot read books. They will not understand. But the intelligent people, that's why Prabhupada told, education circles and scientists and philosophers, these people actually require this philosophy. So if books are not there, then they will not chant. They will not come to our society actually. They will not appreciate our movement. So that's why Prabhupada actually is telling the books is very important. And Prabhupada telling actually, the slow process of printing is the most condemned position. Why I worked very hard for translating and I am giving everything, but you are not printing the books. And Prabhupada telling actually, this restlessness, this diversion has to stop. Means little bit when we are too much enthusiasm, you need little rest. Prabhupada told, no, there is restlessness, the diversion has to stop. Means you have so many things, but you are not giving preference to the books. So Prabhupada telling, when father is providing, it is the duty of a son to serve. I am the father, I am giving everything. Why don't you serve me by printing these books? See, Prabhupada is giving logic. I am telling you and I am giving opportunity everything, but you are not doing this service. So if one book only is read and understood, that is sufficient to make him Krishna consciousness. Don't you see how important it is? More than preaching, actually, the reading books is most important. How much you can say philosophy? Even though we say much philosophy, because you don't have pure heart, it may not be penetrate to the person. But if you read books, because these books actually the words is coming from a pure devotee, just one line if you read, our whole life will be changed. That is the power of these books actually. That's what Prabhupada is telling actually. One line if you read he will become more Krishna consciousness. So that's what they are always asking me, is such and such book bona fide? They can't even take the time to read my books. So, and they ask for me my God brother books actually, Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, but there is no stock. So Prabhupada is very actually angry that is all GBC members and Shyam Sundar Prabhu. So means that time Prabhupada is giving was most important actually these books other than anything actually. So that is previous one, that now Prabhupada he has sick actually, he is continuing sick. So one day While meeting with an Indian man, Mr. R.B. Pandey from Mombasa, East Africa, Prabhupada mentioned his illness. Mr. Pandey said he owned a house on the ocean at Mombasa where it was always sunny and warm. With pleasant sea breezes, a perfect place for Prabhupada to recover his health. Mr. Pandey invited Prabhupada to go and live there as long as he liked. Taking the offer seriously, Prabhupada began to think of going to Africa not only for health but preaching. 3 months ago, he had sent Brahmananda Swami and Jagannivasa to East Africa, so a visit there would encourage them as well as enable Prabhupada to work personally at expanding the Krishna consciousness movement on the African continent. Prabhupada sent Bhavananda and Naranarayana from London to Mombasa to see if it would really be possible for him to stay there, Mr. Pandya has suggested. See here, Prabhupada actually, even though he invited for to rest, Mr. Pandya, very atmosphere, proper atmosphere, but Prabhupada actually thinking, as shall I go to place to my health or for preaching? So this is how actually means pure devotees, they are not in bodily consciousness. They always think about actually how to spread the glories of Krishna. Prabhupada actually in the preaching, even though he is sick, but he is thinking always, even though I'm sick, that is anyhow it will come. But shall I should go place so that I can preach there. So this is how important means even though they are not in bodily consciousness, actually they are always thinking about the Krishna, and they want to spread glories of Krishna actually. So he is meditating actually to whom to send, where to send, how they can do. He is always thinking actually. Prabhupada is thinking means he's planning. He is not thinking about the body, even though gives so many troubles, but he is not thinking about that. So that is according to pure devotees characters actually. They are not in bodily consciousness. That's why actually Prabhupada even every day actually it took 2 hours rest. How it is possible? For us, if you not properly sleep 7 hours, then in chanting we will sleep. That is our problem because we are conditioned. So because we are in bodily consciousness, but them actually 2 hours and whole day they took 2 hours rest, and whole day they are so active. For sometimes that also no, in Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, very few hours. That also sometimes they are not sleeping, only thinking about Krishna. That means what? They are in very spiritual, highly elevated platform, not in bodily consciousness platform. So those who are in bodily consciousness, for them is required proper rest, proper eating is required because to balance to other things. But few devotees, they are in not bodily platform actually. For them actually it is 24 hours they are actually in spiritual platform. So for them is not required much thing. Even Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also is so proper schedule actually, pakka schedule is what every day what he is doing. 2 hours rest, 2 hours half an hour actually to meet people and writing books. Midnight 1 o'clock they woke up and writing books. Not easy actually, midnight actually. It is like Tamoguna, but for them it is always the transcendental platform actually. Even midnight to whatever 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever may be, they are thinking about Krishna. That's why they can able to write so many books. So that is the quality of pure devotees. When Bhavananda and Naranarayana arrived Brahmananda Swami, we had to been struggling in East Africa with only one assistant. Was delighted to see them to hear that Prabhupada was coming soon. Previously, Brahmananda Swami had been preaching in Florida, and Prabhupada had written him to go Pakistan. Immediately he had gone. Along with one assistant, Jagannivasa, flying to Paris and then taking the Orient Express through Eastern Europe. On hearing that war fever was building in Pakistan, Prabhupada he had sent a second letter to Brahmananda Swami in Florida advising him not to go to Pakistan. But Brahmananda Swami had never received the letter. En route to Pakistan, while holding public kirtan in Turkey, Brahmananda and Jagannivasa had been arrested and detained for several days on suspicion of being Christian missionaries. Finally, Brahmananda and Jagannivas had arrived in Pakistan, where students had spit at them, accused them of being spies, threatened them, and called them names. Several times, people on the street had rubbed the Vaishnava tilak of the devotees' forehead and warned them not to show themselves in public or they would be stabbed. Local Hindus had warned the devotees to leave as soon as possible, and so they had reluctantly decided to go to Bombay to see Prabhupada. See how many uh, challenges actually devotees has to face that time to go to different countries, Muslims countries, to preach Krishna consciousness, how it is. But because of order, they went. Prabhupada told actually they went Pakistan, but they did not receive it. When Prabhupada heard this, something is going on, disturbances in Pakistan, immediately wrote letter, but that letter Brahmananda never received actually. That's what they went. But what happened actually? But they see disturbances actually. People are not supporting and they are threatening like anything actually. Today we are very peaceful actually. So how much struggles they did actually. So because of the struggle actually we are able to peacefully actually chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Otherwise it is very difficult. Meanwhile in Bombay, Prabhupada had read in Indian newspaper then Pakistan soldiers in Dhaka had killed 4 Hare Krishna missionaries. I am very much anxious to know about Brahmananda. Prabhupada had written. The day has been full of anxiety with his bad news and still it is going on. Prabhupada is thinking about Brahmananda can I see when he comes here, because he's thinking I am a father actually, I sent, I don't know what happened actually. So this is how Prabhupada cared the devotees actually, thinking always the devotees how to protect them actually. So next day what happened? When Srila Prabhupada heard the Brahmananda Swami had actually arrived in Bombay, he had asked to see him at once. Prabhupada immediately want to see the Brahmananda Swami. Like a father recovering his lost child, Prabhupada had embraced him. You risked your life just on my order. Prabhupada had said, after some days, Prabhupada had told Brahmananda Swami, you should go to Africa. If you go, then he will be on the all the continents. So it's not that Pakistan service is over. Then again, Prabhupada is giving another service to go to Africa. So this is how they will engage services to devotees. Now, after freezing in Africa, Brahmananda Swami eagerly awaited the visit of his beloved spiritual master. So that is Florida. Now, Prabhupada in 1971, September, Nairobi, in Prabhupada. As Srila Prabhupada disembarked in Nairobi from the East African Airlines 747 jet, he wore a old chadar over his shoulders and carried the same white vinyl attached case he had taken with him all over the world. Flanked by his secretary and servants, he walked with his cane across the airfield towards the terminal building. Inside, he sat on a cloth covered chair and joined in the kirtana, while Indians and Africans gathered around to watch. Kulabhushana, a journalist and friend of Brahmananda Swami, approached Prabhupada with questions. Very nice questions, Prabhupada asked. He asked Prabhupada what he had come to teach. And Prabhupada answered, modern civilization, man has forgotten his relationship with Krishna or God and is therefore suffering. Whether you are Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, that doesn't matter. Unless you re-establish your relationship with God, you cannot be happy. So So Prabhupada telling actually means all the religions, the Hindu, Muslim, these are all the religions actually external designations actually to man created. This is that Bhagavatam says no savai pumsa paro dharma yato bhakti radok chaje ahituki apratiyata ye atma suprasidati. The happiness, the soul wants happiness, not that body. Body in you, it's covered by the two layers actually. One is five gross elements, another three subtle elements. But the soul is inside is a case. In the case is completely, the soul is captured actually. So unlike the case, soul wants independent, but the soul is in the case. Like in the case, no, put in parrot and painting in the outside. How parrot will be happy? Parrot will die. Similar way, the soul actually inside is completely captured and its outer the layers are there. These two layers. So soul wants to go. Soul wants independent actually. So that's a proper telling. How much you are make so many religions, missions, whatever it may be, unless you establish the relationship with Krishna, you cannot be happy. That is Prabhupada is telling. Have you come only for Hindu? Asked Mr. Bhushana. No, Prabhupada replied, for everyone. It is not Hindu, Muslim, it is for, I am coming for the soul. The soul is completely in the case actually, is not happy. When the soul knows the relationship with Krishna, understand the relationship with Krishna, then the soul will be happy. So either you are Hindu, Muslim, Christian, whoever may be actually. Either God is God, Prabhupada told in one lecture actually. It is not that in India 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, in American is not 1 plus 1 is 3. In Australia 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. No, the God is same. In India God is same and American God, Indian God is only one. But you are thinking actually we are Christian, we are Muslims, we are Hindus actually, our God is different. No, whoever God may be, the God actually if you love for God then you will be happy. But you don't know how to love God actually. So that's why you are not happy. Either Hindu, Muslim, Christian, whoever may be actually. But you are fighting for a small piece of land. You are thinking this is my land, that is your land, this is my country, that is your country. Why they are fighting? Because they are not understanding actually. We are the spirit soul and this whole world belongs to not us, it belongs to Krishna. So that's a proper telling actually. No, proper replied, for everyone. I am coming for not only Hindu, Muslim, but I am coming to everyone. Mr. Bhushana, East Africa, especially Kenya, is one of those countries which enjoys a great amount of racial harmony in brotherhood of man. What is your special message you can bring to Kenya? Again, he's asking same thing. Kenya and Srila Prabhupada told the brotherhood of man can be complete when they are in God consciousness. Otherwise, it will be again break. This is what happened. Universal brotherhood means they are thinking brother. But then why they are fighting? Once upon a time, China and India, they are brothers. But after that, they said bye-bye. Why? Because they are not recognizing the father. Even though you may be brother, of course, we are brother, but you are not recognizing the father. When we are not recognizing a father, then brothers has to fight. So that's what, even for them, they are actually making organization, World United Nations organization for the peace. Even they are not able to understanding why they are fighting. Till now, there are not any peace in the world. Why? How many organizations you make, but unless when you are not understanding who is the source of the actual for all these things, then you will always fighting goes on. So that's a proper telling. The brotherhood of a man can be complete when they are in God consciousness. Otherwise, it will be again break and break. Till now, it is going on. Mr. Bhushana, so your disciple will be making special effort to reach the Africans rather than confine themselves to the Hindus. That is very important here in this country. Srila Prabhupada, our method is the same. But the method is so powerful that it appeals to everyone. We don't have to convey a new method for a new place. The method is the same, universal, it will be appeal to everyone. But new method means is not that for for certain countries is a new method for God consciousness. The God is same. You should know only how to love God. That's all. That is only difference. It is not that is different Vedas is there. Only one. The God is given actually. What is that? Smartavya satatam Vishnu vismartena jati. Always remembering Krishna, never forget Krishna. That is the principle of the Vedas. It is applicable for in whole world. It is either Hindu, either Muslim, Christian, America, whoever, whatever it may be actually. It's the principle of the Vedas actually. It is applicable for everyone, every soul. So there is no new method. Chanting Hare Krishna mantra, it is a universal principle. Everybody has to chant this mantra because God told actually this is a Kali Yuga dharma actually. So everybody has to chant this. Either you are Muslim, Christian, you are maybe actually you have to chant. That's all. That is the essence of all dharmas. Jivadaya Krishna Nam Sarva Dharmas are actually. So Prabhupada told there is no any other method. This is the only same what we are teaching. Wherever you go, we are preaching same thing actually. You chant Hare Krishna mantra and be happy. That's what actually. After spending on night in Nairobi, Prabhupada and his party flew the next day in a small proper aircraft to Mombasa. Mr. Pandya was away and his family, although not very enthusiastic, opened their home to Srila Prabhupada. The large house was of contemporary design with rounded cornices, porthole windows, a spacious living room with a veranda facing the ocean. Prabhupada, standing by the window in his room, beheld an aquamarine sea, a cloudless blue sky, and a white sandy beach fringed with palms. Turning back toward Brahmananda Swami and others, he said, Brahmananda told me that this was one of the most beautiful places in the world. Now I see he is correct. Prabhupada had come with a chronic cough, but walking on the beach and relaxing in the Mombasa sunshine, he soon recovered his health. Prabhupada maintained his program, began in London, of daily dialogues with Syam Sundara concerning the Western philosophers. Chronologically, he had proceeded from Socrates to Descartes. Syam Sundara, he is saying, I think, therefore I am. First of all, he has discovered that I am. This was an innate basis for truth. In his time, there was no real authority. Prabhupada. But this is not in a big knowledge. Long ago, there were many who could understand I am. This is called Atmanam Manyate Jagat. A fool thinks all others are fools. Isn't it? A mad person thinks Prime Minister also mad. That's why he's thinking I am the Prime Minister. He thinks everybody mad. The same thing actually. Fool thinks everybody is a fool. He is not the first man to realize the identification of the self. Krishna says, Aham, evam, evasam, evagre. I existed in the beginning, and when everything is finished, I shall continue to exist. This we also say. I exist before this body was created, and I shall exist when the body is annihilated. This conception of I is there in God. It is in me. Then where is the new thing? So God is not that created. God is very old. Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadi, Anantarupam, Adyam, Purana Purusham, Navayavanam cha. Vedesu Durlabam, Adurlabam, Atma Bhakto. Those not devotee, they cannot understand Krishna actually. So God is very old. He is not very old. He is always the same actually. He is not new. As soon as he felt better, he was ready to preach Mombasa. He said, was a small place and Nairobi, the capital, would be better for preaching. So he returned to Nairobi. So Prabhupada again, he went to actual Nairobi from that actually. So how a pure devotee actually, this is very bold to give the understanding of the Vedas. And those who are not understanding, those who those are not able to understand. For them, actually, it gives conviction that how it is so important. Actually, whether whoever may be, which country you belongs to me, but the thing is that actually you have to develop love for God. You have to develop relationship with God. To but understand the God, actually you need a teacher. Actually, for that, actually we have to read Shastra. That's why Prabhupada is telling, actually, that is, um, Atmanam manyate jagat. Actually, you think you may be different person, but that in bodily conception is not that you like thinking your God is different. Your God is, my God is not that. God is only one and is in everywhere. So to understand, actually, so it refers Shastras, then how it is great, how is God is only one for everyone. Actually, God is a Father. Actually, so that is what Prabhupada is telling. Actually, we'll stop here. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Lilamritam ki jai. Hare Krishna.